Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I know I have been MIA and I know that a lot of you guys are waiting for those July 2022 performance numbers. So let's just get into it and let's look at our performance for July and how it has changed over the past few months. Ready? Let's go. Okay, so before we go to the lovely board back there, I want to mention a couple of things. Number one, I have responded to most emails that I've received over the past week. I haven't managed to respond to all of them, so if you have not received a reply from me, you will in the next couple of days.
It has been an insane week.
Number two, since this is a question I get under every single one of these videos, the performance videos, I will mention it again. You will not see expenses such as payroll, workers' compensation, etc., because these numbers that I share with you are operated by owner-operators. We're not leasing on anyone. These are owner-operators who are my partners, my business partners. They own the company and they also drive. There is no payroll here because these are not hired drivers. These are owners of the two companies, just like I am. At this point, I do not share the performance of the company driver-operated trucks. Number three.
July sucked. Number four, I need a vacation. I deserve a vacation. I've worked hard for a vacation, but I cannot go on vacation.
All right, guys, let's go to the board. Since we're going to be discussing the disaster of July 2022, I'm going to put my hair up so that I can actually breathe without hyperventilating and getting too overwhelmed.
Let's go.
All right, guys, so the drive-in. The good news is we did not skip a beat this month. We started on July 5th, and since then, we managed to get a load every single day. Once we were unloaded, we got the next load. So there was no such thing as layover or a lost day. So that is awesome. The bad news, if you look at the rate per mile, now you'll see the miles here and you'll see the rate per mile with deadhead. You will see a lot of the $1, $1.58, $1.94, $1.62. So this month was kind of interesting. At some points there was a team driving together. The owner operators were driving together, and at some points it was just a solo driver. It's a whole mess. I'm not going to get into the details of why that happened, but basically you will see that the official team loads are right here. These three, everything else is pretty much a solo load. The gross income for this month was $36,474 with an average rate per mile of $2.07, which is, I mean, it leaves much to be desired, to be honest. Now, something you will also notice is that I did not put the pickup and delivery states here. The reason is because I think it's completely not beneficial to you guys at this point. The market is doing something really crazy. There is no way to really predict it at this point. A few weeks ago, Texas was absolutely wonderful. Now it's not that wonderful. And this applies to both dry vans and reefers. I don't know about flatbeds because we don't operate them, but the market is unpredictable. It goes up and down and it can change in a matter of 2 days. You think you're going to a great place and then you get there and it's like, wow, what's going on? There are no loads or the loads are paying really bad. So that's why I'm not putting in the states, because at this point, I am really sad to report that I cannot tell you which states are the best for your equipment type. What I know as of today is that the Midwest is good for both dry vans and reefers during the week. If you get stuck anywhere in this market on the weekend, you're going to be stuck there for Saturday and Sunday. No getting out of there. Georgia died for reefers. 2 weeks ago, it was incredible. There were so many chicken and watermelon loads coming out. Now I had someone stuck there for a day. I couldn't get them out. Anyway, so these are the numbers for the dry van. Now let's go ahead and look at expenses. Okay, guys, so here are our fixed expenses and variable expenses. So a couple of things I want to go over. So number one, average rate per mile. I miscalculated it. It was actually $2.30. I accidentally added this month's miles as well. So these are our miles for last month. $2.30 was the average rate per mile. Okay, load board as always $39.95. Trailer payments, the regular. The truck is higher than normal. This is because we actually paid off the truck. No more truck payments. We're done with that monthly expense. So that's why it's so high. Insurance is much lower because by the end of the month, we removed one of the team drivers from insurance. We are moving him to our other company. So that's why insurance is now lower. It's for just one driver starting from the month of August. So that's an awesome thing that they actually reduced our rate in July for the month of August. Now, tolls, the regular, it's a small cost. Now, fuel costs $14,550 or 92 cents per mile is the cost per mile for fuel. Now, I know some of you will say that, but hey, in the last video, you said that you're getting such good fuel prices with the RTS card. Yes, that is true. With the RTS card, we are getting good fuel prices. Sometimes we have to use our company credit card in order to refuel, meaning 0 discounts. And this usually happens when we're in such a crap area where there are no participating locations that give discounts. This does happen, unfortunately, once in a while. But yeah, on top of it, if you guys don't know, our drive-in, it's kind of an interesting little truck. It has a problem with one of the fuel tanks. So yeah, there we go. Now maintenance was not as bad as I thought it would be this month. It was just 4 cents per mile, the cost. Tax includes things like IFTA, Kentucky tax, New Mexico tax, New York tax, all of those taxes, they were paid this month because this is the end of the quarter. So we had to pay all of those. Tools, yeah, lots of tools we had to purchase. Truck washes and 2290. This is the same cost every single year, but I decided to put it under variable expenses because it happens only once a year. So $550 was the renewal for our drive-in. So here's our fixed cost. It's around 38 cents per mile. Our variable cost is $1.10 per mile. Here's our total cost, $1.48 per mile. And our net income was $13,183.39. Now I know there will be some of you who say, well, $13,000 is not so bad, you know, especially in this market. And I agree. I'm one of those people who tries to count her blessings. I try to look at things from the positive side, although a lot of my family members would disagree with that, but I do. Internally, I try to look at things from the positive side. Yes, it's wonderful that we did not lose money, but you have to understand, we are right now in a position we are looking to expand. We're not looking to just put money in our pockets and, you know, spend it and have fun. No, this is supposed to be investment money. Now, unfortunately, the current market is such where the load rates are very much down. The market is unpredictable. The fuel prices, even though the trend is going down, are still extremely high up. And the truck market, the actual physical trucks and equipment, they are still extremely expensive. Now, I've talked to some market specialists and they say that, for example, a 2018 Freightliner Cascadia will be worth something like $62,000 to $65,000 in December with 400,000 miles. So the truck market will go down. The prices of trucks will go down. But right now, they're still up there because the dealerships are hiking up the price. So with this amount, you can't really expand, if that makes sense. I'm looking at this whole thing as someone who wants to grow the company, add more trucks, add more drivers, you know, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not looking at it from a standpoint of a girl who wants to go shopping. I hate shopping. I probably am one of the few women who absolutely despises shopping unless it's on Amazon for things that I actually need. So I'm not looking at it from the standpoint of that is money in my pocket. It's not. This is investment capital that is unfortunately very low. And on top of that, again, I'm going to repeat, these numbers do not have things like payroll. They don't have things like workers' compensation because these are owner-operated trucks. So it's very different if you have an actual hired driver, a hired team member. That net income dwindles down even more, and that's the reality of this market. Now, I know that one of our team members is going to be watching this because he always does, and he always has a question about how has he impacted the business and whether he's doing something wrong, and he feels guilt because of the market, and I'm going to say it publicly right now. I'm not going to name your name just because of privacy. Don't stress. You're doing amazing. You're Superman. But yeah, the reality is hiring someone in this market will reduce that net income, of course. So again, the reason I show you the dry van numbers is because this channel was meant for owner operators. I wanted to show people how to become owner operators, to drive for their own company, get their own MC, drive for their company, and take that money and either invest it into growing your business or pocket it, whatever floats your boat, I suppose. But yeah, so these are the numbers. They're not great at all. I'm going to probably be making another video showing you our progress. And in that video, I'm just going to do a chart, excuse my dogs. I'm just going to do a chart of how the market has changed and how it has impacted us. And I'm going to do that chart for both the reefers and the dry van. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I was rambling today, but it's been a crazy week and I'm trying to keep my thoughts together here the best I can. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video.